Welcome to sports, everybody. The New Providence Volleyball Association's Best of 5 Championships continuing yesterday at the Donald Davis Gym. Up first in ladies play, the defending champion Scottsdale Vixens able to hold off the Johnson Truckers in 5 sets to tie that series at 2-all and set up a winner-take-all match on Wednesday night. Set scores were 25-16, 23-25, 28-26, 13-25, and 15-11. Sisters Cherise Bain and Christelle Roll leading the way in the win with 16 and 12 points respectively. In a losing effort, Kelsey Johnson tallied 18 points, while Melinda Bastian followed with 15. For Truckers coach Vince Smith, not closing out yesterday's match was definitely an opportunity missed, but he's still confident that his team has what it takes to get the job done on Wednesday.
Chip team, and you can't take that away from them. They have heart of a champion, so if we come and play dead, we'll find ourselves once again in the runners-up position. So I'm reminding my team, to stay focused. That team has been playing and winning for the past 7 years, so they know what to do. When their back is against the wall, they step to the occasion. So this team is a relatively strong team we have in the Lady Truckers. So I'm reminding them to take one set at a time, one game at a time, and when the opportunity arises, let's put the game away.
Now in men's play yesterday, the Technicians were in a similar situation to that of the Vixens, needing a win to stay alive. However, the defending champion Scotia Bank defenders never giving the Technicians an inch. They beat them in straight sets en route to yet another league title. Set scores there 26-24, 25-19, and 25-21. Ian Wire-Pinder, a major force to reckon with in the win. He led all scorers with 14 points. Tony Simon assisted Pinder with 9 points, while Byron Ferguson was the man to go to for the Technicians. He finished up with 11 points in the loss. Well, the inaugural Bahamas Law Enforcement Sports Challenge coming to a close yesterday in the nation's second city. In the softball championship, the police came from behind to defeat the Defense Force 29-28.
We can't count the Defense Force out. It's a tough crew, guys. Hats off to them, but I must say congratulations to my team. We stuck in there and we fought well. From the get-go, we told the team that it's a 7 in the game, and we need to play from 1 to 7. And that's my team there. So I'm proud of these guys. We come together and we pull off a good victory tonight.
Did get away. We keep punching, they punch back. We started to punch. Boy, but the best man wins.
Well, New Providence Women's Basketball Association taking time out to celebrate on Saturday night at the Donald Davis Gym. Members of the 4J's Cheetahs and Bomber G Angels all receiving rings as league champions for the past 2 seasons. Director of Sports Tim Munnings was the special guest speaker. He told the players, executives, and fans that all of what they've done is not going in vain.
It is a result of weeks and weeks, if not months, of hard training, coaching, and coordinated effort. Basketball is a team sport. Team sport means that in order to play and to win, it requires the full effort of every member of that team. It may sound cliche, but it is true. Team means together, everyone achieves more. As the Director of Sports, I am particularly interested in organizations such as this, which strive to make their sport attractive for others to become involved in.
Now, Munnings went on to say that the innovation shown by the league should be enough to convince its members to show their continued support as the executive aims to reach even loftier goals.
I expect to see this league grow even more, as many young ball players out there see just how much fun you can have and the rewards which follow. The switch to presenting championship rings instead of the traditional trophies this year will prove to be a tremendous incentive for those teams that will follow in a quest to obtain what you now hold. These rings, unlike trophies, will always be with you and proudly displayed as a symbol of your success.
Well, before the Christmas break, St. Augustine's College was forced to play all of its basketball games on the road due to facility upgrades. Junior boys coach John Todd says all of the teams had their challenges, but it was all worth the wait.
Getting on the court and be practicing, you're getting a good run, good feel of the court, but still, it keeps us back. We haven't had a full opportunity the way everybody has practiced. The senior boys went on one court by TC. I think the girls is practicing there, but I practiced on the car park. My first game was at TC. First time I ran full court. So we're getting there. We're getting our legs under us. All the teams are getting their legs under us. And the courts are wonderful.
Why was it decided now to do the courts?
Well, I guess the class of 71 came up and looked at the place and said it needed uplift. So they decided to give it an uplift.
Now, Todd went on to talk more about how his junior boys basketball team has performed so far on the season.
We lost one game to St. John's. We'll be 3-1. And we can be the spoilers this year.
So what are you expecting for the rest of the season?
We expected to make the playoff. I didn't say win the playoff, make the playoff, and then we can cut them down one at a time.
What's some of the things you still see you need to improve on?
The defense. We didn't get the defense together yet. The 1-3-1 ain't quite ready yet. So, and then we get a box in one. We get a triangle in two. But we can be ready.
Now, whenever you talk about SAC athletics, you have to mention John Todd's name. However, come next school year, it may not be business as usual around the Burnett Road campus, as Todd is thinking about calling it a career.
I think my competitive spirit is about gone. And I think that's what I'm losing. But in the kids, I just losing my competitors. It's a burnout. I go from softball to basketball to track to volleyball. And I've been doing this from I came here, so it's been a long time.
You're leaving a legacy here, though?
I wouldn't say that. One thing I will say, I did it my way.
So you think they have someone here that could replace you to do all you do?
Well, no man is an island, right? And there's people who in place who could do it. It's going to take a while, but there's small things they can need to do. That's all. Other than that, they can do it.
As the College of the Bahamas moves towards university status, its athletic program also trying to make a transition towards joining a major U.S. college association. Tonight, Charles Fisher speaks with COB's athletic director Kim Roll to see how that process is coming along.
College of the Bahamas Athletics is on the rise with 7 varsity sports teams, playing in local leagues and have done some travel to play teams in the U.S. All this with hopes of gaining access into the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, better known as the NAIA, which process is a 4-tier system.
What we're in now is basically the first tier where we're just getting familiar with a lot of the universities and college, getting our name out there. Then there's what we call associate membership, where you apply. They would come down, look at your budget, your facilities, all those kinds of things. Not necessarily facilities, but access to facilities. And then you look at full membership, which would cost, we'd have to be engaged in a number of things as far as personnel. We'd have to have certain persons on staff in order to do that.
But before they can gain full membership, they will first have to become an associate member.
This department has prepared a strategic plan for our board to consider, and in that is attached is a budget that we think would get us to where we need to be in the next 5 years. And so we're hoping to be able to take that to the board at some point this year to really say to them, listen, this is what the business of athletics cost, and this is what it's going to take us to get where we need to get. And so we're very hopeful that in the next few years that we'd be able to do that.
And the process is not as easy as many may think.
It's a lot more complicated because there's a whole lot involved as far as policy writing, ensuring that you have access to certain things, that you have personnel in place. One of the first things they ask you for is a compliance officer. And that person really has to bear in mind the academic as well as the athletic strand of the student athlete, and be accountable to the NAIA or the NCAA as far as, are these student athletes on the right track? Are they following policies? Are we guided by the NAIA rules?
Hopefully that can all be worked out. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
All right, thanks a lot, Charles, and that will do it for sports. But stay tuned, your weather forecast still to come.